Hello friends, welcome back. Today's topic is how to make reusable calendar in Excel VBA. Here I'll show you the step-by-step process of creating this kind of calendar which you can use across multiple VBA project. Let me show you one example by closing this. Let me open this workbook. In this Excel workbook, I have created this application to track the material in out and balance. And here I have a transaction date field. Beside it there is a calendar logo. When I click on the logo, a calendar activates. This calendar is also created using Excel VBA. And when I click on a date, let me click on 16th of June 2025. Here you see the date is picked here in the transaction date. So in this way we can use the calendar across multiple VBA projects. Let's get started. First of all, create an Excel workbook by right-clicking, then go to New, Microsoft Excel worksheet. Open this worksheet. Then save this worksheet as a macro-enabled Excel file. For that, click on the File tab, click on Save As. In the file type, choose Excel macro-enabled workbook, then save the file. Close this workbook, and here you see a macro-enabled version of the file is created. You can delete this normal Excel workbook. Then open the macro enabled workbook. Click on the developer tab, then Visual Basic. In the VBA window, click on Insert tab, then User Form. In this user form, first of all, we will create the graphical interface of the calendar, and later we will write the code. Let me increase the size of the user form so that you can clearly see this. But when you create the calendar for practical use, make a medium-sized calendar which fits well across different VBA projects. First of all, insert two combo box drop-downs for month selection and year selection. For that, go to the toolbox, then select this combo box option and draw it over here like this. This will be used for selecting the month. Right-click on it. Go to properties and change the name to CMB month. Go to the font property and increase the font size to 14. Click on OK. Copy this and paste it. Keep this here in this position. And this will be used for selecting the year. Go to the name property of the combo box and make it CMB year. Now add here the labels to display the days of the week like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to Saturday. For that, click on this label option, then draw the label over here like this way. Go to the properties of the label and here in the font property, increase the font size to 14. Click on OK. Go to the back style property and make it transparent. In the border color, let me select this color as a border, and here in the border style, select this border style single. Then here in the caption of the label, let's put SUN for Sunday. And here in the text align property, let's make it text align center. Now copy this label, paste it, keep this beside the Sunday, then make it Monday by editing the caption. Put here MON for Monday. Following the same method, add here the labels till Saturday. Now below these days, we have to create 42 command buttons to display the dates of the month. For that, click on this command button, then draw the first command button. Keep it below Sunday. Go to the properties window and here in the font option, let's increase the font size to 14. Click OK. And here in the back style, let's take this back style transparent option. and just remove the caption of this command button. Look at the name of the command button. It is the command button 1. So we have to create here a command button, and the name should be in sequence, like it should be 1 to 42. So you can now copy this, then paste. Here you see the second command button has a name of command button 2. Place it beside the first command button. Make another copy. Keep it over here. This is the command button 3. So the name of the command button should be in sequence. This number should be in sequence like 1, 2, 3, 2, 42. This is the command button 7. Now you can simply select these command buttons, then copy, paste, then place it below the first command button line. And here you see the number is in sequence like command button 8, 9, 10, 11 and so on. Again make a duplicate by paste. Make another duplicate. Then keep it below the third line. Paste. Keep it below the fourth line. Here we need total 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more line is needed. So place it below the fifth line. Now we have total 6 lines. It means we have total 42 command buttons. If you see the last one, it is command button 42. Now below this we have to display the today's date. For that, take a label from here. Draw the label over here. Go to the font property and increase the font size to 12. Click on OK, and here in the caption let's write today's date. Just copy this, paste it over here, keep it in this place and remove the caption of this label. In this label we will display the today's date. So let me change this label name to LBL today date. Select these two labels. Then here in the back style, let's take back style transparent. Let's run this user form and see how it looks. This is the basic design of the calendar. Close this. Then here in the name of the user form, let's make it calendar DP. And here in the caption, let's write calendar date picker. If you want to use here a background image in the calendar, then you can go here in the picture property, click on the 3 dot. This will open the file browser. Here I have a calendar background image. Let me double click on this. And here you see the image is applied in the calendar. Now if I run this calendar, it looks like this. The design part of the calendar is ready. Now we have to do coding to make this calendar functional. First of all, we have to display the months here in this drop down from January to December. And in this drop down, we have to display the years. So close this calendar. Then double click on the calendar. This will open the user form click procedure. Let's change this to user form initialize procedure by taking this initialize option. Delete this user form click event, and here in the user form initialize event we have to add the months and year to the month and year combo box. Let me close the properties window. To populate the months in the month combo box, first of all define the variable, that is dim m as integer or m equal to 1 to 12. This is because we have total 12 months starting from January to December. Put here me dot cmb month dot add item, format bracket open, date serial bracket open. In the year you can put any year. Let me put 2025, comma. In the month put this m variable. comma, and in the day put 1, close bracket, put a comma, and in the format put double quotation double quotation, bracket close, press enter, then put here next M, press enter. Now this code will populate the months in the month combo box. Let me run this code. Here you see the months are populated from January to December. If you want to remove the scroll bar and display all the month in the list, you can close this, go to the properties of this combo box, and here in the list rows properties, make it 12. Now if you run this, all the months are given here. The next is we have to populate here the years. For that, again go to the code and here put a dim y as integer or y equal to 2015 to 2045. This is because I want to display the years from 2015 to 2045 in the year combo box. But you can change this value according to your requirement. me.cmb year dot add item, then put the y variable, press enter, then put next y. Now this code will assign the year from 2015 to 2045 in the year combo box. Let me run the user form and click on the year combo box. Here you see the values from 2015 to 2045 are assigned. And when you run this calendar, the month combo box and year combo box doesn't have any value. If you want to display the current month and current year by default in this calendar, now you can go in the user form initialize procedure. Let me close this properties window and here put this code. me.cmb month dot value equal to format date comma double quotation, bracket close, press enter. Similarly for the year combo box, the code is me.cmb year dot value equal to format date comma YYYY, bracket close, press enter. Now if you run the code, here you see in the month combo box the current month is given, and in the year combo box the current year is given. Next we have to display here the today's date. For that, close this calendar, go to the user form initialize procedure, and here the code is me.lbl today date dot caption equal to format date comma, then put here double quotation gd dash dash YYYY, double quotation, bracket close, press enter. Now if you run the user form, here you see that today's date is given, that is 13th June 2025. Now we have to add here the dates of the month. For the June month, the starting date is on Sunday. If you see here in the calendar, here you see the June month starts from Sunday and it ends on Monday, and total number of days in June is 30 days. So we have to put these days here in the calendar. For that, close this calendar, double click on the calendar, and here we need to now create a new sub procedure to show the dates. So let me make here private sub show dates, bracket open, bracket close, press enter. Now in this show dates procedure, we have to write the code for displaying the days in the calendar. First of all, define the variables required, that is dimension sm as integer. This sm means the selected month. The next variable is dim sy as integer. This sy means the selected year. dim FD is date. This FD means the first date. Dim SD is integer. This SD means the starting day, means in which day the month starts. Dim DITM is integer. It means the days in the month. The next variable is dim btn is ms forms dot command button. Next variable is dim today is date and dim I is integer. These are the variables we require for showing the dates in the calendar. Now set up the values for these variables. For the selected month, the value is sm equal to me dot combo box month dot list index plus 1. Let me explain this by running the calendar. Here in the month combo box, the index number is assigned for every value in the list, and the index number starts from 0. For January, the index number is 0. For February, the index number is 1. For March, the index number is 2, and so on. So to represent the month number of January, this plus 1 is added in the code. Here you see the list index plus 1. If January is selected in the month combo box, then the list index for January is 0. By adding this 1 with 0, then the actual number of index number for January will be given. That is 1 for January, 2 for February, 3 for March, and so on. Now set up the value for the selected year variable. sy equal to me dot combo box year dot list index. This time we have to add here 2015, because in the year selection combo box the first value is 2015. That's why we need to add this 2015 in the list index. Set up the value for the first date variable, that is given by fd equal to date serial bracket open. In the year put this sy variable, comma, in the month put the sm variable, and in the day put 1, that is the first date. Close bracket, press enter. Now set up the value for this starting day variable, that is given by sd equal to, we have to use here the weekday function. So put here weekday bracket open. In the date put the fd variable, fd, comma, then choose this BV Sunday option, because in our calendar the week starts on Sunday. Now for the days in the month variable, the value is day bracket open, then put date serial bracket open. In the year value put sy variable. In the month put here sm variable plus 1, comma, and in the day put 0. Close two brackets, then press enter. This code will calculate how many days are there in the current month. sm plus 1 is if January is currently selected, then this plus 1 will go to February, and when we put this 0, then it will get the last day of the previous month. So we'll get how many days are there in the January. Now here we have to put for I equal to 1 to 42, because we have total 42 command buttons. Now set up the value for this button variable, that is given by set btn equal to me dot controls bracket open, then put here double quotation command button double quotation and the I variable, close bracket, then put here button dot caption equal to blank, button dot enabled equal to false. This will disable all the buttons from clicking, and this will remove the caption from the button if there is any. Now put here next I, press enter. Now to assign the date from 1 to the last day of the month, starting from the day where the month starts, we have to write this code. For I equal to 1 to DITM variable, that is the days in the month. Press enter. Set btn equal to me.controls, bracket open, put double quotation, command button, double quotation, and then open the bracket, put here I plus starting day, that is given by this st variable, minus 1, then close two brackets, press enter. btn dot caption equal to, put the I variable, press enter. btn dot enabled equal to true, press enter, then put here next I, then press enter. Now this show dates procedure will assign the values in the calendar. For that we have to call this show dates procedure at the time of user form initialize. So at the end of the user form initialize code, let's call this show dates procedure by putting call show dates. Now if you run the calendar, here you see the days are assigned. Now when you change the month from here, if you select here July, the values are not changing. For that we have to again go to the calendar, then double click on this month combo box. This will create the change event of the month combo box. Here you have to call the show dates procedure. So put here call show dates. Again go to the calendar, double click on the year combo box, and here also call the show dates procedure. Now run this code, and here if you change the month, here you see the values or dates automatically change. For July, the month starts on Tuesday and ends on Thursday, and the dates are from 1 to 31. Now if you want to highlight the today's date by a different color in the calendar, then you can go to the coding window again, and here in the show dates procedure you have to add some line of code. Below this button enabled equal to true, you can write this code to highlight the current date. Put here the if statement, if day today equal to I variable and month today equal to selected month and year today equal to selected year, then press enter. btn dot backstyle equal to, choose this fm backstyle opaque option, press enter. Put here btn dot back color equal to vb blue and btn dot fore color equal to vv white. Press enter, then put the else statement, else, press enter, then put here btn dot backstyle equal to fm backstyle transparent. The next is btn dot fore color equal to vb black. Press enter, then close the if statement by putting end if. Let me run this code. Here the current date should be highlighted. Maybe there is some error in the code. Let me go into the code again. Here I need to set up the value for this today variable. So here below the variable declaration part, let me set up the value for the today variable, that is given by today equal to date. Now run the code. Here you see the current date is now highlighted with the blue color, and this will automatically change in coming days. Like if you open this calendar tomorrow, then this 14th of June 2025 will be highlighted automatically. Now to make this calendar reusable in other VBA projects, we have to now write here the further codes. For that, let me close this, double click on the user form, and here I need to create a new sub procedure, that is the peak date procedure. So put here private sub peak date bracket open, then button index is integer, press enter. Declare the variable dim d is integer. Set up the value for the d variable, that is d equal to value bracket open me dot controls open bracket, then put here command button inside double quotes, and then put this button index parameter here, bracket close dot caption bracket close, press enter. If d equal to 0, then exit sub, press enter. Here it should be exit sub, then press enter. Now at the top of the code, let's create here some public variable, that is public selected date is date. The next is public date picked is boolean, press enter. Now let's go at the end of the code, and here we have to write me dot selected date equal to date serial. In the year, put here me dot combo box year dot value, comma. In the month, put here me dot combo box month dot list index plus 1, comma, and in the day put here the d variable, close bracket, press enter. Me dot date picked equal to true, press enter. Then put here me dot hide. Now below this sub procedure, we have to create the click event for every command button, that is from command button 1 to command button 42. Double click on the calendar, then double click on the first command button. This will create the command button click event like this. And between these two lines of code, here we have to put this peak date procedure. So put here peak date, then in the button index put 1. Now we have to repeat this for all the remaining 41 command buttons. This is for the command button 1, and this should be repeated for remaining 41 command buttons. And here, to make the code line shorter, you can keep this in one single line. So after this click event, put here colon symbol, then put here peak date 1, put the colon symbol again, then put here end sub. Now you can delete this. The 3 line of code is now in single line. Now you have to do this for all the remaining 41 command buttons. You can simply copy this, paste it over here, then change this 1 to command button 2 and this peak date 1 to peak date 2. Following the same method, you have to create here the code for remaining command buttons. Finally, the last one is command button 42 and peak date 42. In this way, you have to create the code for all the command buttons. Now the coding part for this calendar is complete. If you run the calendar, you will see this calendar. Now the next important part is how to reuse this calendar in other VBA projects. For that, let me create here a new user form by going to insert, then user form. Let me save this project by clicking on the save button. So don't forget to save your work time and again to preserve the work you have done. Now here in this new user form, let me add here a text box control. And in this text box, I want to add the date by using the date picker calendar. For that, let me put here a button by taking this command button. And here let me put pick date. It means when I click on this button, the date should be picked here in this text box by using the calendar control. Let me run this user form. When I click on the pick date, the calendar should activate, and when I click on the date of the calendar, then the date should be filled here in the text box. So for this, we have to double click on this command button, and here we have to write this code. Put the name of the calendar form, that is calendar dp dot date picked equal to false. Press enter. Calendar dp dot show, press enter. If calendar dp dot date picked equal to true, then me dot text box 1 dot value equals to format calendar dp dot selected date, comma, then put the format of the date, that is double quotation dd dash mmm dash yyyy double quotation, bracket close. Close this if statement by putting end if. Now when you run this second user form, click on the pick date, the calendar activates, and when you click on a date, here you see the date is picked here in the text box. If you click on pick date button and take here a different date, for example 2027 January 14th, here you see 14th January 2027 is picked here in the text box. So by using this code, you can reuse the calendar in other VBA projects. So this is all about how we can create the calendar date picker in Microsoft Excel Visual Basic for applications. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up by hitting on that like button, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new here. If you want to practice this, you can download this calendar project file from the link in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in next tutorial.